Once upon a time, there was a kingdom shrouded in fear. The king of this kingdom ruled with an iron fist, demanding obedience and worship from all his subjects. He had declared himself a god to be worshipped, and anyone who refused was banished or killed. Standing beside him was a powerful sorcerer, the source of the king's dark influence and control over the people. But time is a cruel master, even for sorcerers, and as old age crept in, a chilling fear gripped the magician. His power would die with him, and the king's reign would be left vulnerable. A successor had to be found, a young, intelligent boy who could continue his legacy of evil. The sorcerer found the perfect candidate, a boy from the kingdom, and took him under his wing. Every day, the boy would leave the palace and walk to the sorcerer's lair, learning the ways of darkness along the path. But little did the sorcerer know that a different kind of power was at play. Unbeknownst to him, there was a secret that lay hidden along the path to his lair, a secret that would one day shake the foundations of the kingdom. Now, I ask you, dear listeners, what could this secret be? What kind of power could possibly rival that of a sorcerer? What force could stand against the might of a tyrannical king? The answer, my friends, lies in the simple act of one boy walking along a dusty path to learn the secrets of goodness. The story, as narrated by Suhaib Rumi and recorded in Sahih Muslim, tells us of this very boy. On his way to the wicked sorcerer, the boy passed by the dwelling of a monk. Intrigued, he began to sit with the monk, listening to his teachings about a single, all-powerful creator, Allah. The boy was captivated. He was now living two lives, one with the sorcerer learning the arts of deception, and a secret one with the monk learning the path of truth. He was torn, and he begged Allah for a sign to show him which path was more superior. One day, his moment came. A monstrous beast, huge and terrifying, had blocked the main road, preventing anyone from passing. The boy saw his chance. He picked up a stone and made a declaration to the heavens. "O Allah, if the way of the monk is more beloved to you than the way of the sorcerer, then cause this beast to die, so that the people may pass." He threw the stone, and in a miracle that defied all logic, the great beast fell to the ground, dead. From that day on, the boy knew his path. Word of the boy's power spread. He was blessed by Allah with the ability to heal the sick and cure the blind. When the king's blind vizier heard of him, he came to the boy with many gifts and begged to be cured. The boy replied, "I do not cure anyone. It is Allah who gives the cure. If you believe in Allah, I will pray to him, and he will heal you." The man declared his faith, and the boy prayed. Instantly, the man's sight was restored. He returned to the king, who was stunned to see him healed. "Who restored your sight?" the king demanded. The vizier bravely replied, "My lord." The enraged king roared, "And you have a lord other than me?" The vizier stood firm. "My lord and your lord is Allah." The king, in his fury, had the man tortured until he revealed the boy's identity. The boy was dragged before the tyrant. "Your magic has reached a level where you now cure the blind," the king sneered. The boy fearlessly corrected him. "I do not cure anyone. It is Allah who cures." The king's fury exploded. He was determined to extinguish this flame of faith. He ordered his soldiers, "Take him to the peak of that mountain. If he abandons his faith, spare him. If not, throw him off." At the summit, as the soldiers prepared to hurl him to his death, the boy prayed, "O Allah, save me from them in any way you will." The mountain shook violently, and all the soldiers fell to their deaths. The boy calmly walked back down. Stunned, the king sent him with another group of soldiers. "Take him on a ship to the middle of the sea. If he renounces his faith, let him live. If not, drown him." In the vast expanse of the ocean, the boy prayed again. "O Allah, save me from them in any way you will." The ship was capsized by a sudden wave, drowning all the soldiers. And once again, by Allah's will, the boy returned to the palace alone and unharmed. The king was desperate. "What must I do to be rid of you?" he cried. It was then that the boy revealed the astonishing secret. "You will not be able to kill me," the boy said, "until you do as I command you." He instructed the tyrant to gather every person in the kingdom in one single place. Then he was to tie him to the trunk of a tree and take an arrow from the boy's own quiver. Then, the boy commanded, "As you place the arrow in the bow, you must declare, 'Bismillah al-Ghalam,' and then shoot me. Only then will you succeed." The king, blinded by his arrogance and seeing a chance for public victory, followed the instructions perfectly. He gathered he took the boy's arrow, he aimed it and shouted for all to hear, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy." The arrow flew, striking the boy and ending his young life. But in that moment, a sound even louder than the king's voice erupted from the crowd. In unison, thousands of people who had just witnessed this miracle cried out, "We believe in the Lord of the boy! We believe in the Lord of the boy!" The king had won the battle, but lost the war. His public execution of one boy had resulted in the entire kingdom embracing the very faith he sought to destroy. The boy's sacrifice was not an end, but the ultimate beginning. His story is a heart-stopping, emotional testament to the fact that one person armed with unshakable faith can face down the greatest tyranny. It reminds us that true victory belongs to Allah, and sometimes the greatest triumph can be hidden in what looks like a defeat.